guys, I wanted to pop in here for a brief moment to give you an update. This past weekend on October 19th, Joe and I had the distinct pleasure of attending the gala. And this was a charity event held in honor of and hosted by the First Lady of Belize to raise money for the Inspiration Center, which will service disabled children and adolescents in Belize. I really and truly wanted to meet the Prime Minister because I knew that would be an honor, but I wanted to meet his wife even more. I really admire the First Lady of Belize because at the same time that my mom was battling stage 4 uterine cancer, the First Lady was battling stage 3 breast cancer. And my mom went through a lot, but whatever my mom went through was a cakewalk compared to what the First Lady went through. And it was such a pleasure to see her up off her sickbed and healthy and doing wonderful things for the children of Belize. Now, I don't know how it is in Belize because I haven't lived there since I was 15 years old, but over here in America, when dignitaries or heads of countries visit, the Secret Service protects them. And so there's definitely a protocol that needed to be followed in order to get access to the Prime Minister and the First Lady. So I sat there, while they were serving the food and everything, and they were having skits and entertainment and all these things going on. And I waited and waited and waited, and Joe goes, "When are you going to go? When are you going to go meet her?" And I said, I want to wait till it's the appropriate time. And so I waited till they were serving dessert, and I just walked up to their table so boldly, kind of watching the Secret Service to make sure they weren't going to throw me to the floor. And I went to the First Lady, and I just kind of touched her on her arm like this, and she stood up. She was so gracious. And I told her that it was such a joy and a pleasure and an honor to meet her, that I admired her. I told her that while she was going through her sickness, that a good friend of mine, who's also my mentor, would get together with me and we'd pray for her and mom, and that we're so glad to see those two as walking miracles. They're miracles to me. And I thanked her for the service that she was doing for the women and children of Belize. And I told her about the service that my mom has been doing since 1995, and now Bear Pantry Show is lined up with my mom to do all these things. And I told her about her toy drive. She thanked me and you guys for participating in this, and she knows the needs of the children in Belize. And I don't know if I ever told you guys, but sometimes the children in Belize don't even get an apple or a piece of cake for Christmas. It's very sad. It's very sad. And so that's why it burns in my heart to give back to these children. I mean, my kids have everything they want. They have everything they could desire. Of course, you always want more, but we're just trying to fulfill just a little basic need to give some joy to the children of Belize. And she was so happy with that. And she kind of teared up when I told her that we're all praying for her and expect to see her well for many, many years to come. Anyways, at that time, it wasn't the right time to do like a photo op. And I was kind of like, oh my God, I want a picture so bad to prove to you guys that I met him. But later on, when the crowds were flocking in and doing the photo opportunities, I managed to slip back in, and I was able to take a picture with the First Lady. And I'll show you guys that. And I was also able to take a picture with the Prime Minister. And I was also able to speak with him for about 30 seconds. And I thanked him for the time that he spoke with Jada back in 2008 when we were going home for my Aunt Grace's funeral. And this was Jada's first trip back home. She didn't know what to expect. We met the Prime Minister on the plane going from Houston to Belize. And he was so gracious then too to speak with her and to excite her, give her a little bit of excitement about what she could expect with going to Belize. And I thanked him for doing so, and he remembered, and I was able to take a picture with him, which was pretty cool. Now, the next part of the gala that was actually really awesome is that I met some of you guys, some of the viewers. And I'm so glad that when I go out in public, I don't meet the trolls, because there's a lot of trolls that write stuff at the site. I never respond to them because Joshua, my older son, warned me from the beginning, never respond to trolls. They have all day to make your life a living, breathing hell. And so just don't even respond to them. So when I go out, I never know who I'm going to meet, but I met wonderful people. I was able to take pictures with you guys, with some of you. If I didn't get a picture with you, it's because Joe ran off with my camera phone somewhere, and he was like around getting raffle tickets. Joe is always about the raffle, all right? So, but I got some pictures. I spoke with some of you. I thanked you for watching the show and for sharing. Sharing is the key thing. I'm glad that you watch, but you share so other people can know that it exists. And it was just wonderful to meet you guys. So that was like the icing on the cake for me, on top of all the activities that were going on. And I want to remind you now at this point that we only have a couple weeks left to finish off our toy drive. If you'll remember, if you haven't seen the video yet that I set up for the toy drive, a portion of all the proceeds of any books sold from October 17th to November 6th is going to go towards buying a toy for a needy child in Belize. And also, if you don't have it within means right now to buy one of the books and you want to donate, but you have to donate a lesser amount, you can also just go hit the donate button at my website. It is safe. It's through PayPal. I don't see any of your information. And basically all the monies that I collect there is going to go towards buying the toys also. I've had a few people donate. Go to the donate button and hit donate. And even though they're small quantities, it is adding up. So don't think, oh, I only got a couple of bucks. That's not gonna, matter. It does matter. It really does matter. And I want to thank you guys in advance because I know that you're givers. That's why we love to do the giveaway here at the Bear Pantry Show, because I love to give, because I know that it is in my giving that I receive such, so many blessings. And I want you guys to be aware of that too. I do know that some people get paid every other Friday. This is the second Friday coming up right here. If you had it purpose in your heart, I want to remind you to go ahead and give. It's only a short time that we have to collect the funds because the freight leaves on November the 11th. So we're closing off the giveaway on November the 6th. Remember that Bluefield Freight is going to cover all the costs of shipping the toys to Belize. So the toys will reach when my mom and Jada and me get ready to go ahead and purchase the toys. I will vlog that so you guys can see that we're getting the toys. And again, we're going to try to vlog from Belize when the kids receive the toys. I promise you guys, you're going to come back and give me all your wonderful testimonies about the blessings that you received because you gave. I promise you'll be blessed in your health and you'll be blessed in wealth. Thank you guys so much for your time. Take a look at our beautiful pictures, and I will make a longer video, a vlog video, at my vlog website, Babs Bear Talk, that I will link this video to when the other one's uploaded, and you guys can go take a look commercial free at everything that happened at the gala, and so you can be there present with me, right? It was a wonderful occasion. And oh, by the way, this is not the first time I've met a Prime Minister of Belize, by the way. Since Belize's existence, they've only had about 4 Prime Ministers, I think. Yeah, 4. And I've met 2 of them. Back in the late 1980s, early 1990s, Joe and I and Jada used to sow our time into this organization called Concerned Belizean Association. We still do Concerned Belizean Association, but back then the Prime Minister came for a function and they hosted it. And so I was invited to sing both national anthems at these affairs. I sang it like Friday night, the Saturday night, the Sunday town hall. I went down to LA every weekend to sing those anthems. And so it was a great joy to meet that Prime Minister too. But this was even better to meet this Prime Minister because I really wanted to meet his lovely wife, and I was able to do so. So again, thank you for your time. Stay tuned for the 2 videos that I'm going to upload this week. They're going to be 2 different cakes. And I'll see you guys again at the end of the week. Take care.